This case starts off intense and only gets more chaotic from there. We've got a defendant facing serious felony drug charges, a judge who's clearly not here to play games, and a situation that spirals from a second chance into a potential disaster. What makes this even more wild? The defendant is given an opportunity most people would fight for, but his attitude, choices, and repeated mistakes might just cost him everything. Stick around, because what starts as a routine plea quickly turns into a courtroom reality check you won't forget.
All right, so what you're charged with in count 2 is possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment for a second-degree felony is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If the state is able to prove the enhancement paragraph allegation, then your range of punishment will be anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Punishment is to be assessed at 9 years in the prison. There's a $2,500 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication. The state recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration 2023 CR 4278, and there's to be restitution to SAPD for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 220 hours community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offense as charged in count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? And to the enhancement paragraph, how do you plead? True or not true? All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. The court will find the enhancement paragraph true based upon your plea of true and based upon state's exhibits 1 and attachments.
Thank
Are
you.
you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Are you employed? That's either yes or no.
Here's where things start to shift from legal procedure to personal accountability. The judge is drilling into employment, and that's not random. Having a stable, verifiable job is one of the core requirements of probation. Why? Because it creates structure, responsibility, and reduces the likelihood of reoffending. But the defendant's vague answers and side job explanation aren't cutting it. The court wants stability, not excuses. This is a warning sign, and the judge is picking up on it immediately.
All right. How long have you been unemployed?
Actual 9 to 5. I'm not even sure. I do side jobs. Moving company.
All right. If you are on probation in this court, I require a job, and I require a job where someone gives you a W-2. You understand?
Well, I'll have to own the soon. I move company.
You need to provide proof of that. Do you have any children?
Yes.
How many? What are their ages?
4 and 1 on the way.
Who do you live with?
I don't want my.
If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? For everything, and that includes marijuana, alcohol, all of that.
I feel a little dirty.
Have you ever used anything other than
And here it is, the moment where attitude becomes a problem. The judge isn't just reacting to what's being said, but how it's being said. In court, tone matters. Respect matters. And when the judge brings up the Michael Jordan comparison, that's not just humor, it's a direct call-out. She's basically saying, you haven't earned the right to act like this. This is a turning point, because now the judge is evaluating not just the case, but the character of the defendant.
Then marijuana? That's either yes or no. We're not doing notes. We're not doing all of this. And I don't understand. I'm getting some attitude from you and I don't understand that. If you want to wear a Michael Jordan jersey, Michael Jordan could afford to have attitude because he was exhibiting greatness. You are not. So there's to be no attitude towards me in this court. Do you understand? And you will get a job. Do you understand? Am I speaking a foreign language to you? All right, then you need to answer my question. Do you understand that you will get a job? All right. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to step back. You'll wait. I'll take up sentencing later. And counsel, if you want to speak to your client about his attitude.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, we're back on the record in 2023 CR 5280, State of Texas versus Kevin Jones. For defense
Charles Buck.
and state.
Jason Garrett.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 9 years in prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs, and he needs to be tested for levels. There's a $2,500 fine. That'll be probated. What are the court costs in this case, please? Take in consideration 2023 CR 4278. There's to be restitution to SAPD for drug testing. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until further notice. 220 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to ask for parenting classes. Once he completes that, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Proof of employment within 15 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. What's the cost? All right, the court costs in this case are $325. Will you be able to pay that in installments? Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right,
Did you,
yes,
sorry, did you say 9 years probated for 8?
yes. All right. If he completes everything successfully, then he can always come back.
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes. Are you the same Kevin Alfred James Jones, who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 5280 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on January 22nd, 2024 for a term of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right.
And just like that, things fall apart. A probation violation, especially something like evading arrest, is a massive red flag. Remember, probation is already a second chance. Violating it tells the court that the defendant isn't following the rules he agreed to. Even worse, he admits to it by pleading true. That's essentially handing the judge the authority to revoke probation and send him straight to prison. This is where consequences start catching up fast.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 22nd day of May 2024 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Kevin Alfred James Jones committed the offense of evading arrest or detention in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated conditions.
No
Any-
objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 9 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There's Your Honor.
Yes.
And it's a denied a motion to revoke, continue and willingness probation. The state is taking into consideration clause number 766366 and also to have the individual attend state ISF.
That is the agreement, Your Honor.
All right. So why is he continuing to violate? I mean, why is he violating probation?
Well, Judge, if you look at the three conditions, two of which have now been waived, the evading, I conferred with the state. It was something I've actually filed a motion for continuance because when you look at the police report, it was an execution of a search warrant at a location not my client's. And he was outside of the house. When the police arrived, everyone ran. My client states that he heard bangs. He was fearing for his life. So he ran and hid. And they found him hiding behind a shed in the area. The report from the probation department shows he's been clean. So that was a stupid mistake, Judge. The state and I looked at it. The motion was to get the video, but we worked out this deal. He's been sitting in jail for 2 months. His mother's present, who supports him and loves him. Other than that, the other violation was something about proof of change of address. And I think when he was arrested, he gave I think his father's address or something, which is different. And then I think the last one was not completing community service or something like that. So he's been working on doing well. We're hoping that the three months in ISF will make sure that he understands he cannot afford any mistakes. And we're hoping that you grant him this opportunity to prove himself and keep him on probation.
All right. And state with regards to this evading, I haven't seen the police report.
Would you like the police? I mean, pretty much the rendition is that it was a drug house that he was standing outside of and with another gentleman. When the officers arrived, DPS, they did run off and did not stop when asked to stop, and that's the evader.
All right. Thank you. You may continue to confer.
This is one of the most powerful moments in the entire hearing. The judge isn't just speaking to this defendant. She's speaking to a pattern seen over and over in courtrooms. That question, why does it take getting arrested to change, hits deep. It reflects frustration, but also truth. The court is giving him a mirror, forcing him to confront his decisions. This is less about punishment now, and more about whether he's capable of real change.
Thank you.
Why is it takes people to get arrested to decide they're going to change their life and they want to do things differently? He should not have even been outside a known drug house. And I don't want to hear, I didn't know it was a known drug house, because if you live in a neighborhood, no matter where you stay, you know what house is the house that you shouldn't be at.
I think the gentleman he was speaking to was his uncle, which doesn't excuse where he was, Judge, but that's the situation we have.
And doesn't excuse giving fake addresses, doesn't excuse any of this. How old are you?
25.
You want to raise your right hand for me? You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Keelan Jones.
Do you know what your conditions of probation are?
Yes, sir.
Do you know part of your conditions of probation, you can't hang around people who've been in prison, who are out of prison, who are on probation? Do you realize that?
Yes, sir.
So is your uncle out of prison, been on probation, any of those things?
10 years ago. Yes, ma'am.
You can't hang around him.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't hang around any family member who's been in and out, who's been to prison, out of prison, on probation. It's not allowed while you're on probation. Do you want to go to prison? Then why are you behaving like you want to go to prison? Why? Why? You're 25. When are you going to grow up? And stop asking your mom to come down and cry and do this for you. Your mom should be enjoying the best days of her life, not dealing with someone who's 25 years old. You're a grown man and you're behaving like a child. When's the last time you had employment?
Before this happened.
Doing what?
Working at a moving company.
And how far did you go in school?
I graduated.
And what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life, other than hanging out with people you shouldn't be hanging around?
Need to stay out of trouble.
Well, everybody, I'm staying out of trouble. Are you staying out of trouble?
I try, Judge. I don't.
Everybody's staying out of trouble unless it's good trouble.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
staying in bad trouble, and then you come to the court and you want to beg me to give you another chance. And you bring your mom down here when she has to pay for parking. I don't know if she drove or if she took the bus, but she could have been doing something else with her day.
Yes,
Instead, she's dealing with a grown man who don't want to behave well. Probation, is this what you all are asking for?
Yes.
All right, I'll deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions to include the MRT, ISF, and upon release, I want him on GPS. And it's going to be partial, and it's for employment only. So what that means is you're going to be on GPS. The only thing you're allowed to do on GPS is go to work and go back home. Who are you going to be living with?
Mother.
Does your mom want you living with her?
Yes.
Did you ask her? That's either yes or no.
Yes.
If I call her up here, is she going to say you asked her, can I live with you?
Yes.
All right, so I see you looking up to see. Is he allowed to stay with you?
He does. But he's gonna abide by what I say.
All right, if you can come forward, please. Move over there. All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Anya Bledsoe?
All right. Is this your son?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, he's saying that he has your permission to live at your home. Is he allowed to live at your home?
Yes, he is.
All right. So he's going to be on GPS. He will only be allowed to go to work, then he has to come home.
Yes, ma'am.
If he violates those conditions, a motion to revoke is going to be filed.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else you think your son needs to be successful?
If I tell you,
No, tell me.
you need to listen.
Okay.
I say, your people are the wrong. Your choices of the people are the wrong thing in your mind. You can't get over. He was raised the correct way. So what he has done it doesn't make any sense. Following somebody is no good. Be a leader.
Mhm.
That's what I try to teach him. He's a good kid. He really and truly is. It's just like I say, following the wrong, even family. Because I have to cut mine out too.
Mhm.
So he will work. He helps me out with everything. He's a good kid, very mannerable and everything. And not to bring up when he was with you first time, I told him, you went up there and you let that lady tell you when you shouldn't have even acted like she wasn't talking to you. And I told him, you are to apologize to her. That's the proper thing. That is the proper thing because he wasn't raised like that. I love him to death, but I will. And he has left home before. I told him, you think you're going to run around here and do what you want to do, get your things and go. I'm not going to deal with that.
Okay.
So, I spoke with him this time. Yes, he did, my mama do the right thing. Okay, because I will call the police. I will turn him in. I don't have a problem with that because I don't need the headache.
All right, so let me just tell you, I'm going to make sure you give your address to probation because when he's released from custody, that's where he's going to be staying.
Yes,
and she will give you the phone number of who his probation officer is going to be.
Yes, ma'am. And I do believe as far as that address thing, on his ID is 522.
Oh, no. Here's the thing. I'm going to continue him. We're starting from ground zero right now.
Okay.
So he's going to know where he needs to stay. And that's where we'll be. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. And Judge, regarding the GPS, can
All
we
right.
waive the fees?
Oh, just one second. Come back up, Mr. Jones. All right. Oh, don't be bowing your head like you have some kind of shame. Your mother is saving your life. You understand?
Yes,
All right. The court is going to deny the motion, alternate amend conditions to include MRT, ISF upon release, and he's to remain in custody until transferred to ISF cognitive. There's going to be GPS partial for employment only, waive GPS free fees, and it's going to be proof of employment within 30 days of release. And you are to reside with your mother until further notice.
And that's state ISF, right, Judge?
Yes.
Thank you.
Probation, is there anything else he needs? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You may think you're an adult, but guess what? You're going to be living in your mom's home. So she has her rules. If she wants the television off at 10, television goes off at 10. If you want to make your own rules, you need to get your own place. And I'm telling you right now, you are not allowed to leave your mother's house or go live somewhere else without the court's permission. Do you understand?
yes.
Mr. Jones was here a couple of months ago, Judge, and we just said this, we said this for a status update.
Okay.
As of right now, the probation office doesn't have any major concerns. He is reporting as needed. He's doing what he has to do. All of his UAs have been negative. I did speak with Mr. Jones to see how he's doing. He indicates that he's going to school. Everything's going well there. He's taking care of that baby. Everything's going well there. I did tell him, though, the only concern that probation is having is he hasn't registered for his courses, but as of like right now with a newborn child and he's going to school, he has a lot of things on his plate. So I did tell him that he needs to make that a priority. But again, taking it one day at a time.
All right. So what school are you going to?
South Texas Vocational Technical Institute.
All right. So then, Ms. Abrams, with regards to his community service restitution hours?
I believe he said he was going to get credit if he finished the parenting class.
Yes. And also, if he finishes the trade school, the vocational school. And then did you complete your CPR class for newborns? So how old is your baby now?
She'll be 2 months tomorrow.
Look at this. You got to celebrate them every day. And you're loving changing diapers?
I'm fine with it.
Oh, that is always good. And how is your patience? Because babies require a lot of patience.
The twins good to have it.
Yeah. All right. And I always ask people that because sometimes people don't have patience for babies. And the only way that they can tell you something is wrong is if they're crying, or sometimes I watched this episode of Sesame Street growing up, and it was with Elmo. And so baby Elmo was crying in the crib. And so on Sesame Street, they had the baby Elmo sing a song. And so the parents would come in and then they would leave. Baby starts crying again. So the baby would sing this song and the baby would say, sometimes I cry because I'm hungry. Sometimes I cry because my diaper's wet. Sometimes I cry because I just want to see you. And sometimes I cry just because. Just because. There's nothing else to do. Let me cry. Let me see what control I have in the household. And I always tell people, if they realize that babies are in control of the household, that's the hierarchy. Babies, adults, children come before that. So is there anything you need from the court? All right. So here's the thing. If you see like your patience is getting a little frayed, or if you see that there are some issues with your probation, that you're having trouble doing certain things, let your probation officer know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court and we'll see what's going on.
Yes.
All right. So for the court, my main concerns is one, of course, taking care of your child, being a good adult influence in her life. And then the community service hours, they'll take care of themselves if you finish your vocational school and your parenting classes. Okay.
Yes.
And continue to stay clean because your baby needs you.
Yes.
Drug free. Okay. So is there anything else, probation? All right. So I have you on, he's still on GPS, right?
He is on GPS tracking.
All right. So And you've been on GPS for, is it just for the 2 months since February? How long
Yes,
you been on
Judge.
GPS?
Since February.
All right, so this is what I'll do. So you continue doing what you're doing. And what I'll do is, let me get a date here. I would say that 3rd week in July, if everything is going well, then I will take you off GPS.
Yes, ma'am.
Whether you're taking off or not depends 100% on you. Okay? Any questions? Anything else?
No, good.
All right. Good job. Thank you. Tell the baby I said hi.
She's at daycare.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing too. Keep an eye on that daycare. Because babies can't talk. They can't tell you if somebody is not treating them right. Do some surprise pop-ins.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.